Hey, good morning. It's Dr. Shirley. How are you today? Nice to see you. Happy to have you with us. We're starting into week 2 of the wellness series. Had a lot of people watching from a lot of places, and I'm really happy to be able to be helping people in so many different ways. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself, and just so you know who you're listening to, I've been doing this for a lot of years. Actually started back, in fitness, back in the 80s and teaching aerobics before anyone, need to be certified or, anything along those lines. I went on to, become a doctor of naturopathy. I have a degree in health and wellness counseling, and, did actually, some, regular, counseling with people, relationship counseling with that over the years as well too. I got my yoga certification and in India not too long ago, and that was a lot of fun. And I wrote a book, and I'll show it to you today. I know it's backwards, but it's called Healthy, Lean, and Sexy at Any Age, and that came out about 18 months ago. I'm still getting I got some royalties from Japan the other day, which is kind of interesting. It's only $12, but it's kind of cool to think that people around the world are actually buying and reading my book. So nice to have you with us. Hey Heidi, hi Michael, I'm nice to have you. Yeah, appreciate you. Just let me know where you're from. Appreciate any of the likes. And it's not so much about me. It's just that when people see, the social proof, then they think, oh, this must be something. So thank you very, very much. So today we're going to talk about collagen and how important it is to our body and how it can really quickly shift our body into being younger and healthier, looking better, and all of those great things. Now, I just got turned on to collagen not that long ago. I've really just been taking it for 2 weeks, so I'm not exactly an expert, but I do a lot of research, and I, of course, understand, the anatomy and the physiology of all of that as well, too. So everyone over 40, I believe, should be taking collagen, and younger as well, too, because it really can act as a preventative. The whole idea with natural health is not until weight. Hey, from Toronto, one of my favorite cities in the world. We always fly out of there. It's not to wait with preventative medicine. I used to have clients come to me, and literally, I remember someone being wheeled up to my door in a wheelchair. This woman's at her deathbed. She had cancer. She was dying, and they're like, "Well, what can we do?" I'm like, "I can't help that. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not trained with that." So the idea is to keep your body strong now. So your body is going to get older. It is going to age. It is going to deteriorate. That's going to happen. How rapidly that happens and how difficult that is for you totally depends on the choices that you make. So we can change our body at any age. We grow new skin on the palm of our hands every single day. You grow a new spine about every 8 to 10 months. You grow a new liver. So if you and I are sitting here a year from now, we would not be physiologically the same people. So you're regenerating, and that means at any age, you can regenerate your body at 60, 70, 80 and beyond, or you're degenerating, and you can be falling apart in your 30s, okay? So it depends on what we put into our body, how we live our life, our environment, our relationships, all of those good things. So back to the collagen. Collagen is a building block of protein within your body, okay? Now, hey, Karen from PA. It's a building block, and it actually makes up to 35% of all of the protein, so it's super, super important. It makes up parts from your ligaments, from your tendons, and has everything to do with your skin, and gives you strength to your muscles and to your body. So this particular collagen, of course, it's a main structure to all of our building blocks, but as anything else, it starts to decrease over time. And some of the symptoms, I guess most of them are physicals. We start to get wrinkles. We get those wrinkles around the eyes. We get up in here, I forget all the names of them, the labial folds. So our skin actually starts to thin, all right? And that's when things, even like your fat starts to fall, and you start getting some jowls. I'm trying to prevent mine naturally. We'll see how I do. You're also going to feel a difference in your muscles. You're going to have more joint pain and more difficulty. So this doesn't mean that this has to happen. It really just means that if you start putting this into your body, you're going to start to see a big difference, okay? You may also experience some muscle pain if you don't have a lot of collagen. You may have soreness, and you may have more visible cellulite. Okay, cellulite is fat that's kind of trapped beneath the skin, but when we have a lot of collagen, you don't see it quite as much. But as we get older, then what happens is the skin thins, and we start to see that cellulite a lot more. And that's just not pretty, no matter how you slice it. So I've been using collagen, and I'm going to show you what I'm using. It's from Dr. X. I'm not an affiliate of Dr. X. I don't get paid by him. I just think the guy's brilliant. So you can read some of his stuff online. And this is a multi-collagen protein. It has 5 types of food source collagen in it. And what I do is I put a scoop of this. I have a protein drink every morning, so I put a scoop of it into there. It doesn't have any flavor, it doesn't have any taste, it doesn't alter anything. You can put it in your coffee, you can put it in your juice, you can put it in water, although that'd probably be a little bit, probably wouldn't taste all, that great. But it's something that we found by ingesting and putting this into your body is going to have effect on the outside. Now, there's a lot of skin creams that have collagen in it. And there's a lot of, ointments and all these serums. I always like it when they call something, a serum, because that means it's a woman's healthcare product that costs $150 or something, which is like just crazy because we women become so fickle. Like, oh, we should try this. Oh, that's got retin A, it's not always the case. The skin health is going to come from within the body. It's going to come from the water that you're drinking, the stress. All of these things are going to contribute to your skin health. But let's talk about all of these 10 benefits of taking the collagen on a daily basis, okay? Again, I've been doing this for about 10 days. I like to think my skin's getting a little better. I'm not sure. We'll take a better look at it in a month because it's supposed to take about 30 days to actually see a reduction in some of your wrinkles. So one of the first things it does is improves the outer appearance of your skin. 33% less after 1 month. These are according to studies. These are not, my words. You're going to have thicker skin. Some people tout it as being better than Botox. Some people also, say that it's really the only thing you need for your skin health. It's considered to be anti-aging, all right? And who doesn't want that? Those of us that are baby boomers born between 46 and 64, we're a gigantic group of people that grew up in the 70s, kind of partying away and, feeling good about ourselves and feeling confident. And we want to remain that. We want to keep going. So we look for things like this that are going to make a difference in how we look and how we feel. Now, how about joint pain and degeneration? That seems to be fairly normal. You hear when people get closer to 60, oh, I've got a bad knee, my back is off, my shoulder hurts, and it's hard to get beyond some of these things. I definitely recommend, calcium, a good calcium like calcium citrate. Calcium carbonate is really more just like, like a chalk, but calcium citrate and magnesium, are wonderful for the joints as well too. I take 3 every single night, just as a preventative. But what can happen if you start to take this collagen, you're going to see a decrease in the degeneration. You're going to be able to glide your joints without pain, do your weights or your lift out without anything. It's like greasing your joints. That's what the collagen does. It's like greasing spraying that WD-40 on your hinge so you don't hear creak, creak. And by the way, if your knees creak, that means that you're lacking manganese. And manganese is a trace mineral, but it's super important to your joints. So just think about that. They've also done studies with RA, rheumatoid arthritis, which can be incredibly difficult and incredibly painful. And studies have shown that this collagen actually makes a difference with this, okay, with this RA. The third thing that is super important, and one of the reasons I was looking at all 3 things. I was like, okay, I want to improve my skin. I want to keep my structural system strong. My back can go out of whack from time to time, and it's crazy painful. And I think I had somewhat of a leaky gut. So our gut is really where all health is created, okay? And then also all disease starts in the gut as well too. So you've heard this term. I'd encourage a little bit more reading on it, but leaky gut basically means that what's going to happen is the food that goes in your digestive system isn't traveling all the way through. It is actually permeating in your intestines and then going out into your body, going out into the bloodstream, and then it's seen as an invader. And that's where a lot of this gluten intolerance comes from. A lot of it, celiac is real, don't get me wrong, but this whole gluten thing, I just don't get it. I think it's the quality and the crap that's put in to some of the wheat, but we need to take care of our gut. Otherwise, we're going to have hosts of problems, and that may be a food allergy. It may be rapid heart rate. It may be a difficulty where you can't eat, different foods. So healing your leaky gut can be done with collagen. And the collagen and the protein is made up with all of your amino acids, all right? And there's essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. These are our building blocks of our body. So they also help not just to build our muscles and our joints, but they help to, strengthen our digestive system, our stomachs, small, large intestine as it goes all the way through. You're going to find that it helps with the tissue and to calm it. It's been shown to be helpful with IBS, irritable bowel. It's been shown to be helpful for Crohn's, and it's shown to be helpful for a reflux. If a person is having a reflux or they're having heartburn, this is indicative of what's going on inside the gut. So you have to fix the gut first. And that doesn't mean that, if you're in a lot of pain and you're popping an antacid, that's okay. But you have to know there's an underlying problem. And I'm always about, trying to find what is a causative factor of this, what is causing this to happen. So collagen's been helpful with that. It's been shown to increase your metabolism. How so? Well, it's going to increase the protein, all right, in your body. It's going to increase the strength in your muscles. And when you have more muscle burns a lot more calories than fat does. So we can build muscle at any age. We can build muscle right into our 60s and into our 70s and beyond, even into our 80s. You ever see that? There's that one woman bodybuilder that's like in her 80s, and she's got this beautiful body. So we can build muscle, and the more muscle we have, the more calories we burn and the more fat that we burn off our body, because it takes more calories to you burn more calories rather than muscle, because it takes more energy to keep that muscle nice and strong. You're also going to find that this is very good for your nails and your hair. Okay, so you ever have broken pieces on your nail? Are they ever falling off or literally breaking? Well, this is due to collagen and also minerals. Your nails, I've actually taught a whole class on hair, skin, and nails with the different moons and the colors. Maybe you have striations. That is indicative of what's going on. Hey, Michelle, and hey, Janelle and Jen and Rita, nice to have you all. And so your nails, anything on the outside of your body is indicative of what's going on inside your body. All right, that's the best way to put it. If you've got acne on your skin, it's most likely because you have toxins in your body, okay? So if your nails have ridges in it, they can be traced back to not having enough calcium, maybe not having enough minerals. So if they're ripping easily, that is indication that you don't have enough collagen inside of your body. It's actually this building block. You're going to also find that it helps to regenerate your hair. Now, I've got a nice head of hair, but a lot of men and women lose hair as years go by, and that can be really, really difficult. This was actually a study done in the Journal of Investigative Dermatology. It's a published, peer-reviewed, double-blind, placebo-controlled, like a real study where they've shown that there's a lot of promise for hair regeneration with collagen. So if that's something that's important to you, do some more reading on it. See if that will benefit you. Another thing that collagen does that I had no idea is that it actually helps to clear the liver. Now, I found this out quite by accident. I started taking the collagen. Like I said, it's not quite been 2 weeks, but about two days in, I started getting liver cleansing symptoms. Now, I know what that is. Most people don't. You might think you're going nutty, but my eyes were bothering me. My head felt a little bit spacey. I know that is my body detoxing, and I'm going, I haven't dyed my hair. I haven't been flying. I just did a detox. So I was really what's going on? How is this possible that my liver is detoxing? Well, just took a quick Google search to be like, wow, yes, the collagen helps to remove toxins from the body. And I was thrilled, because why not? If I'm taking this every day, and that's going to help to, bacteria to go through. We talked about toxins the other day in the other class that come from, say our pesticides and the chemicals and our home products. All of that, can come in, but if we're taking this collagen every day, we're going to just keep moving that out. So it's actually a liver regenerator too, kind of like milk thistle, which is very good. It's also shown to be very helpful to bind on to some of the alcohol to pull that out. Now, our liver is a regenerative organ. Like I said earlier, we grow a new one every 8 to 10 months or so, but we want to take care of that organ, okay? And you best do that. Even things like dandelion are very good, and milk thistle is very good, and cleaning your liver a couple times a year is really the best way to go. Right now, springtime is a very good time, and we notice how beautiful the earth is made, because what is the first weed that comes up in our yards, right, in the springtime here in the Northeast? It's dandelion, and that's kind of a sign to say, okay, this is time to cleanse, to kind of get that renewal, to get out all the winter junk, so you can start the springtime, refreshingly. What's going to also go on in there's a component glycine, amino acid glycine that's in there. And the glycine actually helps to repair the liver too. So doing this collagen every day is going to help that whole filtration system and make a difference. And hey, Cindy, nice to see you. And Terry, you guys are such great students. I love having you. And let's talk about our fat. Oh, look at that. Cindy's enjoying a dandelion tea. Good for her. She really knows her oils and her herbs. The heart is an important organ, right? We wouldn't sit here very long with that one. It's probably the most important organ in our body, as far as it's one of the last, things to go when we actually, leave the earth. And everyone should be concerned about fats accumulating around your heart, okay? And the way that this happens, I'm going to teach a class on cholesterol, because cholesterol is so misunderstood. I can't even tell you. It drives me nuts, especially with all these cholesterol medications. Cholesterol is actually very good for your body. There's good cholesterol, which is HDL, and it actually repairs. So if you think about the veins that are going around your heart, okay, and when they get cracked inside like an old hose that lays out in the August sun, when the fats go by and the cholesterol goes by, it actually wants to repair it. That's what cholesterol does. It repairs. So it goes by and it fills it in, okay? It's kind of like a cement, okay? We're going to fill it all in, make it nice and smooth. And then there's more inflammation, and that kind of cracks through, and cholesterol goes by and puts some more on and puts some more on. And before you know it, this used to be your vein, and all of a sudden it's so stuffed up with these fats and cholesterol that have gone on there to help the body, but they've become so much that you've got an occlusion. And an occlusion means that the blood flow can't get in. What does that mean? Possibly heart attack, possibly that can break off and, fly up to your head and you can have a stroke. So the idea is to clear that out. So one of the things that this collagen does is it actually shrinks some of the fats, and it actually helps to prevent hardening of the arteries. So the hardening of the arteries is arteriosclerosis, and that goes on around the heart as well too. So maybe someday we can, like I said, I'll do a class on cholesterol so you can understand the heart a lot better. And hey, Holly, thanks for watching. Nice to have you here. Now, another thing that is going to happen with the collagen, it's going to be helpful, for your body to actually have a better metabolism as well as to have weight loss. They have found that if you have 18 grams of this for breakfast, you're going to end up eating 20% less at lunch. Protein really is the key. It's the key to, fat burning. Protein is the key to a sharp mind. I mean, when I travel all over the world. I mean, you see people having, fish for breakfast or chicken or, having, tofu maybe, in Asia and here in America. You start with cornflakes. It's funny when you travel. I was looking at this Airbnb recently. Where the heck was that? I don't know. I was looking somewhere in India. And no, it was in Italy. I'm sorry. We're going to Italy this fall. And they said, we have a breakfast. And it was obviously geared to Americans. So here's this beautiful villa, Airbnb overlooking this wine in the north part of Italy up by the Dolomite Mountains. And they've got this beautiful table outside and this beautiful garden. And you know what they're sitting on the table? A box of cornflakes. I'm like, who wants to eat this? But their idea is that, Americans want to eat cornflakes, and so they're going to come and stay at this beautiful villa. I would have rather seen some cheese and some croissants and even pizza for breakfast in Italy. So make sure that you're getting your protein. Again, I have a smoothie. The one I use is called Isoline, and I put in, today I put a half a banana. I put in some blueberries. Some days I put in cinnamon. Some days I put in peanut butter. I always put in, here's the one I'm using, actually, the Dr. Axe stuff. I always put a scoop of this in and just, blend it up. And I find that if I have that in the morning, that I'm not going to be hungry. I am full, and then later in the day, I have another protein shake. And this is one of the ways I really, keep my weight where it needs to be. Another thing that's a benefit of collagen is you're going to sleep a lot better. You're going to sleep more solid. Now, if your liver is off, you may have trouble sleeping between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., okay? If you wake up like a bullet, like wide awake, and you can't sleep at that time, and you're like grabbing for your phone, which is a whole nother story because that blue light gets into your pineal gland and is going to wake you up for another 20 to 40 minutes. So try to restrain yourself there. What you're going to find is you're going to sleep a lot more solid with this collagen, okay? A nice recipe you can take at night is to take some chamomile tea and then put in a little bit of a scoop of this, okay? A little bit of the scoop of collagen, put that in with the chamomile tea, and then go to bed. So my guess is that one of the ways that we're sleeping better is because the liver is getting cleared out. Now, sleep is also based on having, peace in our hearts too. And when we are unsettled about or worried about, relationship or job or health or whatever it is that we may be worrying about, that kind of nervousness. It's called busy brain in Chinese medicine world. That kind of busyness will keep us awake at night. So finding some inner peace. I use yoga, meditation, work on peace and kindness and things like this is also going to help us to sleep better at night. So it's not just all it's just not all all of your supplements. We have to work on ourselves along the way too. And then the 10th way that our body is going to respond so much better is that collagen reduces inflammation. Okay, inflammation is a key to most disease. You will hear words like itis, like tendinitis, inflammation of the tendons, bronchitis, inflammation of the bronchial tubes, like when you have maybe some asthma or actually bronchitis going on. So anything inflammation of. So inflammation is what also creates an acid body. All right, when your body is acid, that's where disease thrives. So another thing collagen helps to do is to help your body, and these protein shakes is to have your body, to be more on the alkaline side. So by reducing your inflammation, you're going to go a long ways to helping with your health. So I'm talking quick this morning. Is there anything I can answer for any of you in regards to collagen? Please give me a couple of likes if you like this. Let me know what your questions might be. It's a pretty simple process. I guess I'll just finish up by saying we all get to choose. I firmly believe that the health you are experiencing today is directly related to the choices that you made previously. The health that you will experience tomorrow and for the rest of your life is going to be based on the choices that you make today. So if we start to incorporate new habits into our body, then we're going to be able to create the body that we really want to have. At any age, okay? Like I said, you need to know that you can change, but you've got to be the one to establish those habits, okay? It's really just all about, it is all about the choices that we make on a daily basis. Gretchen said, is there a food that's high in collagen? All of your proteins have collagen, and the thing about this one is there's different types of collagens. There's a type 1, 2, 3, 5, and 10. And you can look that up. And this is not a product, obviously, for vegans, because it's made from bovine, from cow source. It's made from fish. It's made, for meat. And so any of your meats and your fishes are going to have, collagen in it. They're going to have the protein and have the building blocks within there. But doing this, as an addition, is going to make the difference as well there. So thank you for that. Any other questions? Anything I can help anyone with today? I've put all of my videos on YouTube, so if there's any more you want to watch, I plan on doing these every day. The next thing that I'm doing is tomorrow, and tomorrow is we're going to talk about candida. And candida can be insidious. It can be in your body since birth. It's a yeast overgrowth. It affects everything, from your brain to your eyes to your moods, digestion, your weight loss, and all that. So we're going to talk about that in depth tomorrow. And I'm going to finish by reading something. I saw this quote. I'm putting it on my website, which is being rebranded right now. Health does not come from medicine or supplements. Sometimes it comes from peace of mind, for peace at heart, and peace in our soul. It comes from laughter, and it comes from love. Okay, so thanks so much. And Michelle says, I can see when you are live every day. Oh, thank you very much. That's nice. So thank you very much. Have yourself a beautiful day. And please reach out, contact me with any questions. I'll be happy to help. No charge for my consultation. I'm here to make a difference. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye, Michelle. Bye, Shirley. Bye, Gretchen.